All right, speaking of Obamacare, the White House is now giving an official hard deadline, they say, for their enrollment extension. It will be this date. Does that look familiar? Circled on your calendar? April the 15th, right? Always a day that is indelible in everyone's mind. Tax day. You'll remember the White House offering anyone who started the application the chance to continue the process and a couple more weeks to get all that done. Meanwhile, there are new reports that major broadcast networks denied the president's request to make a primetime announcement after they hit the 7 million mark on Monday. Let's see what Brett Baer thinks about all this. Anchor of Special Report. Brett, good morning to you.
Good morning, Martha.
Good morning. First of all, April 15th, now there's a whole nother reason to love that day, right?
Yeah, tax day and the final day for enrollment. And you're right, it was because they said they wanted to get anyone who was in line or had trouble with the website or these glitches or however you want to call them, a final day. What the insurance companies needed was a final day. They didn't need this enrollment period in perpetuity because they eventually have to recalculate their premiums for 2015. So having that day, April 15th, be the deadline enables them to look at the exchanges, see how the pool factors out demographically and overall, and then make the determination what premiums will be for 2015.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting to see how those two things line up, because the insurance industry executives say, oh, we won't wonder, we'll have a hard number. We're going to know exactly how many people enrolled in this program, right?
Yeah, they will. The insurance companies will know for sure, and they'll also know the demographics, how many young, healthier people are in the mix, and they'll know how many people had insurance before. So some of the numbers that we've really been trying to get from the administration from the beginning.
Yeah, so we'll be looking forward to that. What do you think about this other part of the story here, Brett, that the administration requested from the networks primetime coverage for the president to cut in and make the big announcement that the 7 million number had been hit?
Yeah, BuzzFeed first reported that, and just the process here, each network makes its own decision. It's not like they get around and raise their hands and do one vote. Every network makes a decision when they're asked by the White House to give the president primetime space on their networks. And each network, according to BuzzFeed and their reporting, said no. So the default position was the Rose Garden in the afternoon. But it is striking, if that's how it all rolled out, that there was a decision on the part of the networks not to give the president that time for this address. It says something about the analysis of the importance of that message.
Well, I mean, when you look back at history, at the times that those kind of primetime break-ins have happened, the only one that I can remember in the Obama administration is when bin Laden was killed. And I think
there was the Syria as well. He was making the case about Syria, so he's had two, I believe, Obama and the Syria pitch.
So that becomes the decision. How monumental is this announcement, and does it merit that kind of break-in, right?
Exactly. And again, it's a network by network decision, but the reporting is that all networks said no.
No thanks.
And that's striking. Of course, Republicans are jumping on that, saying it shows that the president doesn't have the same juice that he used to have, not only on Capitol Hill, but with the media. But it is a decision by decision process.
Brett, thank you very much. We'll see you tonight.
I see you, Martha.